Hello everyone, we are live, hopefully. I'm gonna see if... Alright, perfect. It's good to be live. It has been a while I didn't live stream. I actually did live stream a lot on my primary channel, but it has been a very long time. Didn't live stream. I actually did. I have it open. Alright. Hello to everyone. First live stream since forever. I'm gonna like and pin it. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna level a bit. I'm discussing also Project Epoch, and I have a video going to be up in 30 minutes. Going to do a bit of a let me see. Okay, perfect. Wow, I actually never streamed on this channel. I think I did once, but it was like League of Legends. And if you wonder, I am using Rested XP, but everyone can use it pretty much if you just know the right tools. I'm farming those. Why can't I click on it? I'm gonna reload really quickly. Hopefully it's not because I lag. Hopefully it's not because I lag. I might lag because I'm also making a video right now, editing it. I did click on it. I don't know if I did get XP. I can't see. Oh man. Anyways, let's do some XPing. I don't know if I can. Since I'm on OBS, I can maybe have a overlay. So we are leveling on Mr. Pandaria. I wanted to play Project Epoch, but alas, the queue times are too strong. So yeah, it's not gonna happen for now. Yes, it is here. Let's go. I'll try to be interactive with the chat, but I don't have two screens, so if someone talks... I'll try to be faster than the lights. Come on, man. Damn, I hate the solar eclipse. Feels so useless. Not even in PvP. Hi, what's up, Togre? Are you also not playing retail until midnight? I am not playing retail, man, until midnight. And even in midnight, if they don't fix the few problems I have with the game, that will also be a skip for me. The issue is that my heart says to not play retail, but my mind says, like, if I want to have views and back to where I'm supposed to be view-wise, I should do videos on retail. But man, I'm doing YouTube as a hobby and as a escape from reality, kind of, right? Because I work a 9 to 5. It's not the most fun job ever, obviously. But like, I'm not going to use YouTube as a job, because then like especially since I'm not full-time. If I'm full-time, it's a different story, right? But if I was a full-time YouTuber, I would then consider a bit to be a bit less critique. about the War Within, because again, it would be my job. But since it's not my job, I don't want to take it as my job, so I would not play retail. Like, I think retail is just like, it's fast food for me right now. Like, I have made a video, so that will be up on the primary channel really soon. Man, I hate. Alright. I will have a video very soon about it. But like today, I think, tonight, I will have it up. But like, I don't think it is worth my time to sit in a queue for solo shuffle or solo queue RPGs longer than I actually play the game. Like, if I actually sit a queue, for example, 5 minutes, I get to play 15 minutes, then okay. But I sit a queue of 20 minutes minimum, it could be longer, and I play for half the time, which is 10 minutes. Like, if I said that to anyone, I would be called a crazy guy. Like, even if I go to a amusement park, if I sit a line of 20 minutes, it needs to be very worth it. For me, a line should be only 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's why I go with my children and my wife to amusement parks when it is not that full. So I can actually enjoy my time there, right? Especially for the children, like, I don't see them sitting still for more than 10 minutes, so it needs to be fast. Same for me, like, I cannot sit still for 20 minutes to get to play solo shuffle for 10 minutes. That's no go, man. That's a no go for me. And I think also, like, the game, like, if 2s and 3s were like a bit more rewarding to play, I would be playing retail a bit more. But the gameplay itself is also not fantastic. Like, don't get me wrong, retail is definitely like competitive PvP, and that's cool. But my problem is that it is fast food PvP. A lot of the mashing, a lot of the CC, which is micro CC. You can complain about Miss Pandaria as well. Like, there is things you can complain on, but I think if you want to be nitpicking, why not? But I truthfully feel like this version of the game is better than retail. Like, definitely. Any anticipation MMOs in the future? Nah, man. I bought, like a stupid guy, I bought Ashes of Creation Access. 100 euros I will definitely never being like seeing ever again. I was like anticipating it, and it's not good. I feel like it's when you're hitting stuff and you're fighting stuff, it feels empty. And I think it's because of World of Warcraft. It's the same as if you are like an iPhone user. You're an iPhone user your whole life, and then you touch a Android, or Samsung, or whatever, Nokia, whatever you're using, you're going to have the ick. The same as if you're riding a BMW for your whole life, your whole adult life, you rode a BMW, and then you touch a Audi, you get also the ick. And it's not because Audi is that bad, it's more because you are so used of the comfy things about BMW, about the same for your iPhone. You're very used to how you use it, that if you're using a Samsung, you get like some sick feeling, which is hard to understand. Like, it's very hard to explain, but you get how you feel when you feel it. It just is what it is. So I'm looking forward to the Riot MMO, but will it ever happen? There is also things that I don't look forward and just play. Like, for example, Misa Pandaria is now here, and it's really good. I really enjoy my time. My warlock is level 90. My druid is soon to be 88. I'll be 88 tonight for sure. I'll try to go as high as possible. I'm gonna sell everything. I'm just too lazy to revender on the auction house. I don't think I sold anything important, right? I'm enjoying my time on Miss Pandaria. And even classic, like even if I stopped a bit anniversary, I still have the itch to play it again. And then you have Project Epoch. I don't know if you have followed the videos I've made about Project Epoch. Truthfully, it's good, but it's a private server, and my issue with private servers are like, well, is it an issue? I don't know if it's an issue, to be fair. But my issue is like I'm so used to of Blizzard quality servers, and even if they're like Miss Pandaria has been not great, like the servers and how buggy it is and such. But even if it's buggy, it is very much playable. Like you can level, and even if it's not in open world, right now you can. Obviously they fixed it. But even if it was not open world at launch, you could level in dungeons, right? And you were not logging in dungeons. So yeah, I think I'm very used of the quality of Blizzard servers, where for me private servers give me a bit of the ick sometimes. Like again, like I said about the Audi and BMW analogy, it's literally the same. Like I have hard time to play on a private server and not have the same easiness that I have as on a Blizzard like. So, but I'm still like giving a chance on Project Epoch, man. Ike, how you doing, man? Nah, man, it was terrible. I have made a video, by the way. It will be up. It was terrible, man. But I do give them a chance again. Like, I think like a launch can be bad, but it needs to be fixed. Like you cannot expect a server to stay at 2k or 3k pop. That's not going to be possible, man. And if that stays for like, let's say I say 1 week, but 1 week I'm in vacation, so I will not be here anyways to judge, right? But if it's not fixed when I'm coming back, which is 12th August the 12th, if I'm back in like it's not fixed, then my hopes are like kind of dimmed down, man. I have not yet played any private servers that had Blizzard like coding. No, there are not, man. There are no servers. I guess Nostarius was really good, man. Like if you played like vanilla pre 2019, Nostarius was like crisp. Like it was very good. The coding was really good, and also the server itself had fixed a lot of the issues from what private servers were. I've played a lot of crispy private servers, and I guess it's because like I'm now used to of like classic classic quality. I'm talking about 2019, huh? Classic quality servers that now like I have very hard times to play private. And I'm also like someone that if Classic Plus exists on a retail thing, like on a classic, like on Blizzard thing, I would not touch a private server because I want it to succeed, right? If you're not playing Blizzard Classic Plus, then you don't give really a chance to grow the server. But SOD is another issue. For me, SOD is a seasonal thing, and I don't want Classic to be a seasonal thing anymore. I want it to be a real MMO with real progression, but just stuck at level 60. Something that Turtle WoW does really well, for example. But again, people say to ask me like, why am I not playing Turtle WoW? Well, Turtle WoW has its own issues. I think that the client is really holding it back. But also, it's a private server. Like, it's very hard to commit my time on a private server where I feel like it doesn't really have staying power. It's weird that I say that because, to be honest, what we're playing right now, which is Miss Pandaria, after 1 year it will progress to Walls of Draenor being done, right? So you could say like there is also no staying power to that. But I guess like it's a weird feel. I think it's because of I am a content creator as well. So I want to have a bit of staying power onto the server and like have my brands to be grown as well. but also have a fun time while doing so. But I think if Project Epoch doesn't work out, I'll be going a bit harder on Total WoW and make a bit of content there. But yeah, I mean, Project Epoch, man. I played till level 7, man. Till level 7 I played Project Epoch. And then I got booted out and I said like, F that, man. I'm not gonna sit a queue. For sure I'm not going to sit a queue. I did see the queue this morning, but it was not very, it was not a very long one, so I could do like other stuff while sitting in a queue. Got level 7 and then like, I mean, am I going to force it? Do I need to force it? Do I feel like I'm missing something out? Like I have definitely no FOMO about Project Epoch. So I don't feel as entitled as some people have been about the server. But I do feel like it's really like being naive to say that it's okay to have a server that has only 3k like capacity, not pop, capacity. Because pop is something else. Pop can go lower. It just is what it is. It can start at 10k and then go at 6k next week. But like I'm going to die here. Displacer beast. Okay, now I can. Wow. I mean, I'm gonna die. I don't want to spend a CD. Do I want to spend a CD just to not die? I don't know. I'm not gonna die. I can heal myself. I want a PvP, but I need to level him. And on my warlock, I'm really waiting on arenas or RBGs to come out. Boom. Big damage. They keep on coming on me, man. Need to get the arrows and heal 3 more of those warriors. Are you seriously coming onto me? Like, why? Like, he's not even my tag. Whatever. But if you have questions about Miss Pandaria, questions about Epoch, since I have played, if you have questions about anything related to World of Warcraft, retail, classic, anniversary, tell me. I'll respond. But Epoch was like a disaster, man. A disaster. No bueno. I want to try to stream a bit more often because I really like streaming. It just is like very hard to combine family life and streaming and gym, since I do gym now. It's really hard to combine all those things. Well, let's go AoE. How is that my tag? Like, hello? I might die here. Wow. Dying to mobs, man. Anyways, I don't know why I'm grinding those. They just give no XP. So I'm just going to finish the quest really quickly. Welcome to everyone to the first stream ever on this channel. Well, except one League of Legends stream, which I'm not gonna stream anymore. I'll try to be a bit more consistent on that. Why not? Can be fun. Don't know if it's going to be a very long stream though. But it's a good first time since ever. I need a blacksmith. or repair or whatever. What is this? Oops. It's a quest. Level 90 quest. Okay. Level 90 quest. We'll see. Oh man, I do miss anniversary, man. But it's man, AQ. Don't want to do AQ. Not gonna be for tonight. Maybe tomorrow. If I want to do AQ. Like, I don't know. I should have went for hunter, man. I should have leveled a hunter instead of a priest. Priest was such a bad choice for me. Like it's priest was a bad choice. I think warrior was actually a good choice. I found it fun to do, but like as expected, man. World PvP and World War and warrior is just not a good combination, man. What quests? We are in Kunlai Summit. Okay. Ah, we were in Kunlai Summit. I'm fucking dumb. Right. Oh. I'm gonna see really quickly. Oh, there. I was AFK. Rip. Let's do my whole rotation. Why not? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're hurting, man. Stun. Star Surge. Using my burst. See ya. Boom. Didn't crit, obviously. I'm gonna... Is it possible? I think I'm going to make it public. Alright, my video is up today right now. Is Project Epoch still worth to play after this launch? That is the video I've made just a couple minutes ago. Oh dear. Skip it. Thank you. Oh. Ah, here. I can repair finally. Like guys, if you don't have flying in Miss Pandaria, don't worry. Once you have it, it just goes super fast leveling wise, especially as a druid. It is insanely good. I like that. Let me see really quickly. I need to see if it's like if everything is correct. Yes, it is correct. Supers maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember if I actually did it, man. Maybe good. Quicker good. Throne and Liberty PvP was done so bad. Yeah, man. Throne and Liberty was... But I already knew because I already played on the beta. Like, it was not good, man. Like, the last actual MMO PvP that I really liked was Lost Ark. But they didn't do anything towards PvP. Like, it was even more of a mini game than in World of Warcraft. So for me, it was like, why would I play a game where the PvP is not even seen on the level of World of Warcraft, which I think is sometimes a joke. Like how devs are like actually putting efforts into World of Warcraft. Like Lost Ark is like, I don't know, man. If they actually did something with Lost Ark, I think it would be an actual competitive MMO, like PvP wise. But they just went like full PvE and like didn't help any of the PvE as well. Like that's crazy, man. I don't know. I don't know how you can realistically say that it's a good game. What's your top 3 MMO for PvP? World of Warcraft, Warhammer Online, for me Guild Wars 2 is really good, and Guild Wars 1 as well. But I could say Dark Age of Camelot is also very good, but that's really old school. Like it's old school. But for me, World of Warcraft is really top 1, man. Like, I guess Warhammer Online, when it was like really like it was popping in COVID, that was really fun, man. All my days in COVID, like wow, Warhammer Online was like, oh dear, bro, that was the thing, man. That was like, whew, it was so good. I played it in COVID, but I also played it before. But in COVID, it was popping off. It was like 3.5k pop on Warhammer Online, which is, the world is really small, guys. Like 3.5k, it's purely PvP too. It's a pure PvP MMO because PvE, nobody plays Warhammer Online for the PvE. It had like insane pop. It was super tactical. I was in a guild. We were like, it was like raid night, but for PvP, man. That like it's, I cannot forget about that moment, man. I kind of wish like it went longer than that. But like I don't know, they again people like jumping hype from hype, and they forgot about Warhammer Online, and like a lot of streamers played it on it. Like even like Slingshot, I don't know how it's called, yeah, how he calls himself, but he was like a Nidalee player from League of Legends. He started to play that as well. All of the League of Legends crowd was also play Warhammer Online. That was like really a great time, man. What's the best 1v1 class for Miss Pandaria? 1v1? Oh, that's rough. Can I say Warrior? I think Warrior is really good, but I think Windwalker automatically is... Oh, purée! Excuse my French, but this is like a big... Damn, man. Like, that gave me like 4 quests, like 4 like XP worth of 4 quests, man. That's like insane. I do believe like Windwalker is the best because it has Touch of Karma, so it's very hard to duel it. But obviously, if your Retribution Paladin is versus him, he can just Divine Shield. I guess Retribution Paladin is not bad. I cannot give you like the best, but I would say like my top 3, top 4 would be Rats, and like in any order, depending on who you're facing. I think Rats, Frost Mage. I do believe like Warrior is really good, and I think like a top 4. Huh? Hunter is not bad, man. I think Hunter you can really do 1v1, but again, like it's very hard to judge 1v1 on a game where 1v1 is not as important as in Classic. Like in Classic and Anniversary, a 1v1 happens way more organically because it just doesn't have a rated environment. PGs are like literally AVs. So you can really say, okay, Mage is the best and then it's Rogue. Like, or Warlock. You could say Rogue, Warlock, and Mage. Those 3 are like the clear bests. And then you have obviously like Druid, which is the like very good versus specific classes. And Paladin also very specific. Shamans could also just like win in one blast, but depending on who you're facing and if it's prepared, they can defend themselves. But you have like a clear top 3. But in Miss Pandaria, if I say Rats, you could say Shadow Priest can just win because they can remove Divine Shield, right? If I say Warrior, you can say Frost Mage can actually just like make you not move, obviously. So it's tough, but again, it's the same. I would say it is lying on the side of the beholder, pretty much. Like, if I say Hunter is OP and you're like a Hunter main, You're going to say, but Hunter is not OP because I lose versus this and that. And I could say Rogue is OP, but you're going to say, oh, but I'm getting auto losses for, like, it's an instant, he looks at me, I'm dead kind of thing, and you might be right? So I think it like depends. It's also the same for Classic, to be fair. Like in Classic, I could say Druid is the best 1v1 class because of own personal like experience. And then here comes a Warlock saying that he wins every single matchup versus a Druid, so how can it be the first and the best? Because it's true, Warlock just stomps the Druid in 1v1. Like, you cannot win versus a Soul Link Warlock as a Druid. You cannot win, just run away, because you can just run away as a Druid every single time. If you see a Warlock, he engages you and you feel like it's a Soul Link, you can just run away, cheetah form. You're not going to die, but you're also not going to win. Our DK is good in duels. I think Unholy DK is really strong because you have Gargoyle, but you have some classes that can just like limit your Gargoyle, obviously. Huh? But I personally, I think DK is really strong in Miss Pandaria. It just depends on how you play it and in what capacity. But I think in a 1v1 scenario, it can do well. But it will shine, especially in like arena stuff. Like arena, it's going to be very good because you have like a lot of stuff that can be synergizing very well. And especially like in twos, you can play with a Retribution Paladin. Like double DPS is a thing, right? People forget about it because they come from retail. And they forget about like the concept of actual fun 2v2 gameplay. But 2v2 Unholy DK with a Retribution Paladin is like, it's suck, but it's also like fun because you know, okay, you have to land your CC at the right time or else you're going to auto loss. Like rock, paper, scissors kind of thing still. Like in every single PvP, like the best can lose versus like the worst because it just is like a counter, right? But that counter has not really a lot of great matchups. Like for instance, let me think. A warrior in Classic is regarded as probably the worst duelist if you're thinking about like the consumes being bannable. Because again, like I think if you have free action potion, you could actually win versus a mage if you don't get polymorphed, which is hard. Let's be fair, but you could technically win versus a mage, right? Depending on the scenario, but let's say equal consumes, equal gear. A warrior will always lose versus a mage, but a warrior could win easily versus, for example, let me think. Easily is a big word, but he could win most 1v1s versus a hunter if played well. If played well. Could win versus a paladin as well. Could win if they recklessness, for example, easily versus a shadow priest because they don't have any defense. So once the divine shield, once the shield is like bypassed, recklessness, boom, you're getting destroyed because you have no defensives. You don't have any mobility as a shadow priest. But shadow priest could be seen as one of the best duelists in Classic, right? So that's an example that you could say that it's rock paper scissors. And there is no need to say like a pure tier list, right, for 1v1. But for Miss Pandaria, it's even worse because in Miss Pandaria, like, when do you have a 1v1? Like, there is no open world PvP. Like, and you have to duel, like, specifically. And for that, like, I haven't done too many duels in Miss Pandaria. What I will say is some classes are really good in 1v2s. For example, 1v2 Warlock. Warlock can do very well because of Havoc, because of the, like, Destruction Warlock, yeah? Made a guide about it. For example, Havoc, the self-sustain, the Ember taps, all those things are really good for Warlock. So, I mean, you can perform very well. So yeah, I mean, it's tough. But one thing is for sure, if you play Miss Pandaria, there are no bad choices. Literally, no bad choices. You can play any class that is exciting you just a little bit and you can have a fun time. If you're a DPS at heart, play just a pure DPS class, you cannot go wrong. Like you, like for example, Warlock has like 2 great specs, Destruction and Affliction, and then you have like a bit of a meme spec, which you can also have fun as a Demonology Warlock. If you are like a Mage Heart, like again, Mage, Frost Mage very good, Fire Mage actually very decent, just because Frost Mage is that good, you get outshined. And Arcane Mage being like also a bit memey, but you can, like I've seen an Arcane Mage in BGs popping off, right? So everything will depend on how you play and for what content you're playing. Like, I want to level my rogue, but my rogue is like... I'm waiting for rested XP a bit to go up. So yeah. We'll see. Man, I'm not gonna lie, like I miss times where it was easier for me to make videos on YouTube. Like it was really like I had like a golden age where it was so easy to make videos because I was not really working anymore. I was like just studying, like programming because I wanted to change career, but turns out that programming is not really that easy to land a job. So I had to really work. I also missed a time where retail was good, man. I miss that time. Retail actually like respected my time as a PvPer. Now I feel like more respected as a classic player, like PvP wise, but they kind of messed up Anniversary, but like I still have insane love about Anniversary. I think it's really fun to play, but I wish I had played other classes. I think it's a class issue, man. I think Warrior has been fun, but like Shadow Priest and Druid were mistakes, man. I played Druid already, like on so many versions that I should not have gone. I should not have gone Druid again. Also, that gear doesn't really matter too much for Druid. Like, the scaling is really terrible, unfortunately. So that's a mistake of mine. It is what it is. I'm going to post a video on the first channel really quickly. If I at least upload it. Going to upload it, but posting, I don't know. Might be waiting for tomorrow. I do think, like, I'm talking over, like, nobody really asked me, but I'm still going to say. I think why I'm not really doing well, like, view-wise, is because I'm, like, prioritizing my own fun. Which, there is so much classic content I can make that becomes, like, redundant, right? A lot of the stuff is already discussed to death. And I'm not as passionate about the classes I've played. And it's so hard to just like level back a character from scratch. Not from scratch, but like I have a hunter level 17 or 18 and I want to level it, but it's very hard to stomach it. Especially since Anniversary like low level is not that popular. Like you don't find that many groups doing like SM anymore. And that is like because of the mage boosting thing, and I could boost, but like why would I do that? Like I could actually do that, but I don't know if that's that important for me to do. So I'm going to do really quickly the meats and the potatoes. I studied computer science. I had to go back to school for engineering diploma for jobs. Yeah, man. That's terrible. The truth is that if I'm an entrepreneur and I need a website or I need a data bank, I need something, I could easily just go find someone outside of the EU. So, for example, an Indian or someone that is just like in a poor country is a big word, but like a country where they just get paid less. I could make my old stuff there, right? I don't need to find someone from Belgium, for example, because I live in Belgium, to do what I want to have for my company because it will just cost me 5 times more. And with ChatGPT, like the language barrier is just super slim, right? So even if it's like someone that doesn't talk English or Dutch or French, because those are the languages I can speak. There is no stopping me, right? So it was like kind of 9 months wasted. Is it really 9 months wasted? I don't know, but because I did learn things, but like I kind of like it was a effed up feeling, man. Like I wanted to really land a job in like C sharp, C sharp computing, like software engineering, but they don't look for juniors, man. It's very hard to prove yourself. I said like, look, test me for 1 week for free. Test me 1 week for free. Why am I? What's happening? Are you cooking me? Am I? Ah, okay, thought so. Rate finder work. There is no rate finder in Miss Panari, man. Classic. Government jobs are your best bet with programming companies will just outsource. Yeah, true. But also, they don't want to like form someone. They want to have someone that is already like at best. Like there's no need to form someone. Like, well, why take a junior and like waste? It's not really waste, but like lose 6 months of your time to like help him, right? To form. Rate finder doesn't work, by the way, Nightlight. You don't have rate finder. You have celestial dungeons. Now I'm like level 88, so I cannot show you. But celestial dungeons, which is going to come out this week, like Wednesday, for EU. Those are going to reward you with rate finder gear, with tokens that you can buy. So you get tokens from the celestial dungeons. You can then give it back to a vendor, which I will probably make a video about it because I think it's something that most people, if they didn't play Kata or RAF, they don't know. But that's like the alternative to rate finding, because they actually like the pug culture that the classic servers have, and I'm okay with that. I think rate finder existed in a time where pugging was not as popular, and now pugging has been super popular. So why have rate finder? You can find a raid for normal raid. You can find it. Like how you can also find MC and BWL pugs every single time. Like there is no need for a rate finder. Okay, I have the explosives. Like it's so good. Oppa! Oh no. Wait. Oppa. I'm gonna click it. I have a bomb. Where can I put the bomb? Where I can put the bomb? Here. Oh, man, I'm dumb. Okay. MoP over APOC. APOC doesn't work, man. The queues are too long. I'm not gonna sit a 8k queue for a server that has only 2k capacity, man. If it had like 10k capacity, I would sit the queue because you would have 10k players that could just drop out. But like 2k players being on APOC and having an 8k queue, I'm just giving an example, but it still stands. You need to have 4 times the drop off to be able to enter. So it literally no point, because the queue will be reset because of the server being reset. Like they reset the server constantly, so it's not worth it. I did play APOC this morning, EU wise, this morning, which was 10 a.m. for me. I did play it. I had a bit of fun, but the instability, the lag, the input lag. I made a video, by the way, if you want to check it out. I made a video. It is live right now, I think. It should be live right now. I said like I want to give as many time as possible to APOC, but the truth is, if the server doesn't grow to a 10k capacity, not population, because that's something else, capacity, it will not grow. It will only like have people leave, because nobody's going to sit a queue of 8k, 5k, 6k, where the capacity is only like 2k. Like it's crazy work, in my opinion. You just waste your time. Message retracted. You have to spam chat for a group. For raiding, you don't spam. Like the raiding groups are spamming. Like have you played classic? Like ever? Like any classic? Like you just spam here. Like obviously, like right now you don't have raiding groups, right? Here you don't have raiding groups, but you will find in looking for group now like all levelers. But for example, you have GTKPs. They say like, okay, weekly runs looking for regular players, for example. You have guilds that are looking for. You have also pugs once the raiding scene is open, but right now it's not open. And Celestial Dungeons is a raid. It's a looking for dungeon thing. So you can basically have raid finder gear while doing dungeons that are a bit harder to do. Like look at Celestial Dungeons as, it's not really good comparison with Mythic Plus, but like it's literally a dungeon Heroic Plus. You could call it Heroic Plus pretty much. So you have a heroic difficulty, a bit higher than that, but also with raiding mechanics, which I like. I played it on Cataclysm. I actually like the Twilight Dungeons, the rune system and whatnot. It will be the same for Miss Pandaria. Like it's really fun. If you like PvE, I think it's good. I'm more of a PvPer, so I'm not gonna waste too much time on it. I'll just do it on one character. I will go do some PvE. So I will do normal dungeons, normal raids. I will do the heroic raids. I don't know if it's like you have multiple. Yeah, you have normal, you have heroic, you have 10 man and heroic. The raid finder is going to be the celestial gear, pretty much. You don't need to spam anything though. Like you generally speaking, the people that search for raids, they don't spam, they just apply. So it's not as dreadful as you might think. Again, if you played any classic, if you know, you know. It's not really, it's not rocket science, right? But it would be more interesting to know from what game you are, so I can know if you need a lot of explanation, or if you need like bare minimum explanation towards that system. What was your main again? My main is warlock currently, but I plan to main. It's a big word. I plan to play 4 characters in total, so equally, right? I plan to play them equally. So I'll be playing how it's called, hello, immune, don't be immune, I'm gonna help you. I plan to play those 4 characters equally. So my druid will be Boomy and Resto, that's my guess, so I'll be playing both. My warlock will be Destruction Warlock, mostly, then Affliction. I'll be leveling a rogue as well, and I'll be doing a hunter. I think those 4 are my safest bet to have fun. So I made a video about that as well, but like, to be honest, it depends. If Mr. Pandaria is really fun and I want to play just Mr. Pandaria, and I feel like Project Epoch doesn't do well, I'll be playing maybe more characters, right? It will depend. That's really something like I'm not really decided on. That's super easy if I just do that. The leveling kind of sucks, just want to PvP. Yeah, but on retail you also level, man. That's something that I don't like I don't really understand the argumentation, because on retail the War Within you also level. Now you can buy the boost, I guess. Not even then. Like, I think if you buy the boost it's level 70, not level 80. I feel like if you want to do anything, you just need to level, and it still takes a bit of time. And leveling on MoP is not that long. Obviously, some people do take longer than others. But, like, for example, this druid is, like, going super fast because I have flying. Obviously. And I only do quests, I don't do the monkey runs. Like, monkey runs, I did that on my warlock a bit. And then I did a bit of questing, then a bit of dungeon grinding, and I actually should, like, queue up for dungeon because there are quests I need to do. Don't know if I will find people, no. But really, level just one character, it takes, what, 10 hours to level, max, from level 85 to 90. Obviously, if you need to level from level 1, I understand, it's dreadful. But, like, that's something you could have planned before. That's the truth, like. Or just buy a boost, you know, to level 85. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. If you want to play one of the best versions of the game. For me, there is actually no reason to not play MoP. Because I think it's like the best version you can currently play for PvP. I want to play Anniversary, but my issue is a bit bigger than that. Like, I need to level a character on, like, on Classic Anniversary again. And that's more dreadful than MoP. Like, I think MoP is really fast to level. You feel super powerful as well while leveling. I want a hunter again on Classic Anniversary, and I will feel a bit more joy to play, but I don't know. I think I just did a mistake, and now it's very hard to backpedal on it. I should have played warlock, I should have played hunter, I should have played rogue, but I played like characters that are like, I mean. Am I dying here? I might die here. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm actually not dead. Nice. I want to play Epoch, man, but I cannot justify that queue time for the instability right now. I'll just wait once it gets better. I will go in vacation anyway, so. You have to get 6k gold on anniversary for the flying mount in TBC, so annoying clutch. Oh, yeah, true, forgot about that. Coming back to WoW is not simple. I understand, man. I want TBC. So you talk about anniversary service, right? Well, to be fair, if it's your first character to level on anniversary, it's kind of okay. Like, but I already have like 3 level 60s, man. So for me, the 4th one I want to level, that's dreadful, man. And especially since I have other things to do, like for example, play Mist from Daria. If you have no interest in other versions, I think anniversary is fine, man. Like, you can just play it and have fun on it. But if you're like me and you want to play Mist Pandaria, you want to play Epoch, and you want to also play Anniversary, you have to make choices, unfortunately. So, and my choice is right now in MoP, because it's like the next best thing, and you have an arenas very soon. Once arenas are like up and running and you have like a conquest cap, I mean, after the conquest cap is reached, I don't really need to do anything, right? It's just purely for fun that I would play. So I can then play other stuff. But I've actually, like, my itch to play Anniversary is really big. Like, and what Michael or Mikael, I don't know how you pronounce it, I think it's Michael, says it's true, like, you need kind of gold. But I'm not really invested in making gold on anniversary, so that's my mistake, I guess. I have 1.5 if I sell everything that I have. Like I stashed a bit of consumes. But if I sell everything, I have 1.5k. You can also make gold while you're playing TBC, by the way. Like, you don't need to... There's no need to go that hard, right? But, nice, new dungeon, which means new quests. Let's go. Let's go. 500k for those quests, which is 1 million. That's very worth it. Mikhail. Yeah, you have Michael, Mikhail. It depends. For example, in Belgium, you have a lot of Michaels that are like Mikhail, because they have like a accent on the E, on the E. So you have multiple pronunciation. Okay, I'm ready, man. You can just go blast. Do I have anything to drink? Oh. Is it the same? Is it mana and this one? Cannot. Okay. I'm in combat. Rip. Well. I think playing WoW is very simple though. Like, I think there is no convincing. I think it's the barrier of entry to go into World of Warcraft is really low. I think retail is horrendous though. But like if you talk about anniversary and you have no versions you play, I would just play anniversary, man. Like, I think preparing for TBC is really fun. And if you don't have a character, I think the first level 1 to 60 is not that bad. But if you're like me and you have like already 3 level 60s, I mean... The hunter, man, he's glazing over me, man. He's looking at me like, bro, are you going to level me one day? And I'm like, I want to do other stuff. But I mean... But you know what I really like about Resto Druid is like how the wild mushrooms heals for so much, man. It's so good. Boomy in Arena isn't Resto like insane. For MoP, I will play Boomy in arenas, man. But I also play retail. I also play Resto. I will be doing both. But I think Boomy is not that bad, man. I think it's really fun. But obviously Resto Druid is like S tier, right? So can they dodge anything? Like they're sitting in fire, man.